What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Today, I'm going to be showcasing a Shadow Primeape team in the Go Bad League. Primeape is always one of the most fun Pokemon whenever I try it out in GBL. It is very squishy, and being a Shadow doesn't help at all with that. But because of the raw offensive pressure of Karate Chop, as well as Rage Fist and Ice Punch as a great coverage move, this Pokemon, once you give it either Shield Advantage or an Energy Lead, is nearly unstoppable. But real quick, before we get into the battles, I want to ask if you're not currently subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. Helps out quite a bit, and I'd really appreciate it. But yeah, let's get into the battles and see what Shadow Primeape can do. First battle of the day, Mantine up against Crailly. What the heck, dude? Who runs Crailly? I don't really have a great answer to this, so I'm actually going to switch out. I'm kind of surprised that they also instantly pivoted. I would imagine that maybe they were waiting to see what I was going to do there, but honestly, I don't even know. Maybe they just straight up swapped out because they have two better answers into Mantine in the backline. That would be kind of scary if that is the case. Okay, they're at 3 right now. I know this is just going to be a Sand Tomb coming through here, so I should survive this. I think at this point, the best way that I can win this game is potentially by investing in my Seismitoad. So I'm going to just sacrifice my Primeape here, potentially. If they let this go, then that's fine. If they shield it, that's also fine. They do shield, and they'll get a farm down into us, which I don't necessarily love. Saying now I'm going to be Rock Tomb debuffed on my Mantine here, but Mantine is not great into Crailly in the first place, so I don't know. I feel like it's still worth it to come in here, try to go for the farm down if possible, and then I have my Seismitoad up a shield in the back line, and I'll have some energy on Mantine as well. I don't think they get to another Rock Tomb, maybe a Sand Tomb here if they want to, but no, looks like they do just opt for the Volt Switch damage instead. Crailly comes in. They don't have any energy just yet, so I should be able to go for an Icy Wind here first. And this will two-shot them over time, but they could go for Rock Tomb debuffs against us. But I have enough energy on my my Mantine that I might still be in a playable position. They don't shield that, that's good news. 7, okay. I mean, I think I just kind of have to double shield this, right? They could bait us if they're annoying, which they probably do, because I have to shield something this game, they know that. So yeah, we do get a shield there. Shadow Sableye comes in. Okay, this feels playable still. I don't necessarily love where I'm at, but I don't hate it either, because I have a lot of HP here still on my Seismitoad. And after that Icy Wind, I should survive a Foul Play, potentially. Oh, this is a tough call. I'm going to try to call a Drain Punch here. It's a Foul Play, though. That could be bad. I mean, it's not great, obviously. But I still have my Mantine around with a decent amount of HP. Quite a bit of energy as well, so we'll see. I think there's still a good chance for us this game. Oh, they let that go? No way. Okay. I think that might win us the game if I get to an Icy Wind here. I do get the Icy Wind off. I think we're in a good spot, but we'll see. Because Crailly can now debuff my Mantine, which I don't necessarily love. But, like, we debuff them, so they probably don't Acid down Mantine at the very least. Okay. Wait, what Mantine is this? Do I not have Twister? I didn't even realize. I'm so bad recently at choosing the wrong Pokemon. Anyway, that might actually matter. We'll see. Do I not get my next move off? If I don't get my next Aerial Ace, because it's 6 to reach, then I should have just gone double Aerial Ace. Uh-oh. Okay, Rock Tomb's going to debuff us here. How much energy do they have? Okay, I still get there. Oh my goodness. Why do I keep doing this? I've done this with the Ninetales a few times recently, too. I just have too many of the same Pokemon built. I don't know. We'll take it. We'll get the win. But man, that could have been bad. Mantine into a Malamar. Okay, I mean, I don't really have a hard answer to this, so I guess seeing this here is not bad. We'll see how much damage a Foul Play does. Or not. I guess they switch out into a Shadow Empoleon. Wow, okay. Well, that's really good for us for one main reason. Shadow Empoleon takes so much more damage than regular Empoleon. So what I should be able to do here is I can shield, I can put them into Rage Fist range, and I don't have to go down too many shields this match. But they have a lot of energy on Malamar, so I feel like it's always worth just throwing energy right now, just to guarantee that I don't have to use my second shield just yet. Or if they do shield, I can just back-to-back throw, right? They do let that go. Malamar probably comes in, but if it does, I get a full-on Rage Fist into them, which, I mean, at this point, that's going to put them into Twister range. Now, I'd love to be able to switch out, but I don't think that's going to be quite available for us yet. No, it's not. So they are able to land. Oh, wait, they see and beat us. I didn't think they'd do that. That's really nice. That means now, while Primeape might go down to a Foul Play, if they even throw that, yeah, they do, but I survive, actually, so I can switch out. I can save a little bit of Primeape if I need it later on. I'm not necessarily weak to Malamar. I just don't have a hard answer to it, so getting rid of it is going to be nice. Ooh, they do survive that pretty well, though. Did they get another move off? They do at the last second. Okay. Well, you know, I gotta remember, Mantine is not the most offensive Pokemon in the game, but I know at this point I do have a lot of energy here. I have my Seismitoad in the backline. They are gonna get permanently debuffed, potentially later on this game. Okay. Double Psywave. Wait, it was Malamar lead, right? ADA Psywave? I guess people just don't believe in Bug Bite anymore. Maybe Fortress is gone? I mean, it probably isn't super common anymore, but still, that's insane. They kind of have to shield this up, right? And I think at this point, just 2 Icy Winds should be able to knock them out, / put them into farm down range. Because while it is, you know, non-stab Icy Wind, Seismitoad actually has a decent amount of attack to it. But wow, they let me throw first? They're not even going to go for the move before a potential debuff, so that's pretty nice, I guess. I mean, they have to let it go, but I don't think they're ever going to survive the fast food pressure. I have 3 Pokemon left. And one of them being a Mantine, yeah, I think we're fine. I survived this after the debuff. I can save a shield just for the wing attack damage later on, because honestly, my mud shots are going to be doing maybe the least damage out of any of my fast moves at this point. We get another Icy Wind through him. Yeah, this game is over. And actually having Twister, you know, actually Twister didn't really help us out this game. I'm not going to lie. It didn't do as much damage as I would have liked. But we still won it, thanks to Seismitoad. Next match, we will see Mantine into Sealeo, non-Shadow Sealeo. This is going to be an interesting one, actually, because I don't think it's bad for us necessarily, but I do know it's just kind of like awkward whenever there's just a good neutral Pokemon against Mantine, because Mantine, while it does have a lot of bulk to it, if I'm not doing super effective damage or resisting anything, then this could get a little bit awkward for us. But Twister does hurt quite a bit, and I mean, I should survive 2 Body Slams and force him to throw a third at the very least. I almost wonder if I should have just swapped instantly into our Primeape here just to build up a lot of energy and get some Karate Chop chip damage, but I didn't. Oh, that Body Slam does nothing. I mean, we are still going to lose the zeros, I think, because they just get to a 3rd Body Slam first. But even still, we are at least stripping this down. Seismitoad is not the best necessarily into Sealeo, so getting this out of the way, or at least low enough that it's not going to be that big of a threat later on, I think is a good thing. If somehow I survive 2 Body Slams here, I'd be very happy, but I'm not sure if that would be the case. Body Slam number 1? Nah, there's no way. Oh, and they know their counts. They can see MPS there. Do I ever even Karate Chop this down, though? They might just get a Body Slam off because they overfarmed perfectly. That would be annoying, wouldn't it? Oh, no, I think we get in 3, yeah. They got the Body Slam right when I knocked him out there. Oh, and they come in Stunfisk. Wow, okay. Try to catch if I can on a discharge, but we don't quite get it. This game's gonna get so strange. I'm gonna go straight Icy Wind here, I think. I don't necessarily love that they have so much energy on the Stunfisk. I tried to go for a catch, and it didn't quite work. But we do have a lot of energy still on our own Primeape. And if we can get some shields down, that could put us in a better position. Man, do they ever, like, outrage us or something? There's no way, right? It's probably always a Swift, maybe a Surf if they're feeling a little frisky. They do Surf, so that does a little bit more damage than I'd like. We can Earth Power here to guarantee a shield or maybe a knockout. A knockout would be pretty big. A shield here would still be fine, but maybe kind of annoying. They do shield, alright. Okay, that's huge. I get this next Rage Fist off before they're able to throw a move, which means they likely have to switch out now, right? They do shield that, that's big. I keep saying big, but it's true. Wait, what? Okay, they must have forgot how much how much energy I had. They just top left because they know at that point that CMP is catastrophic. All right, GG's. Next opponent, we will see Mantine up against a Kingdra. Okay, I like this matchup. Non-Shadow Kingdra especially, I think, is pretty good for Mantine. Shadow Kingdra can kind of make this annoying where they do put in a lot of damage just with Dragon Breaths, but the regular one doesn't do anywhere near as much neutrally. We have super effective Twister here. They don't shield because they know it doesn't one-shot, but just landing that damage there does put them down very low. And if they want to throw an attack here, they can be my guest. It's not going to knock us out. And our wing attacks here might even farm them down the longer this goes. Let's see if they outrage. Nope, just a Swift. So we survived that. They have to throw another move here, basically instantly. Okay, I guess they don't. They are just about at the next Swift, so I will have to throw a Twister here. I was kind of hoping they would instantly Swift so I could swap out into my Primeape. That would have been pretty nice. But even still, we have a little bit of HP and energy on our Mantine. We can knock out the Kingdra. And depending on what comes in, I might switch into my Primeape to not give a big farm down over, because I don't want to give a big energy lead over to something if I can help it. Yeah, let's just switch out. I'll bring my fighting type into a flying type. A conventionally bad play, but one that I think I kind of have to do here, just to make sure that this Corviknight doesn't get a huge amount of energy. Mantine, while I have Water Pulse for Corviknight, it doesn't do much with wing attacks, so if I just stayed in there, that would have been pretty bad. They go for the Air Cutter. They're just about at the next one. But with my Karate Chops adding up so much, and the fact that I already landed a Rage Fist, this Corviknight is getting kind of low. We'll go instantly for the Rage Fist again, just because I want to get his shield or as much Karate Chop damage as early as possible as we can. And we'll see if we get his shield back. We do, alright. So they're likely going to play out the 2-shield matchup here. They're probably pretty scared of Primeape at this point if they're doing that. But look at my Karate Chop damage. That is kind of incredible that we've already put them down deep into the red just with fast move pressure and a single non-stab Rage Fist. Alright, big Air Cutter there. Whoa. Okay, well that's really good. They bring in Diggersby hoping to maybe catch a Rage Fist, but I wasn't really going to throw then because I knew they were still a little bit away from the next move. And I think they just CMP'd on a Fire Punch. I should survive that, get a double boosted Ice Punch into the Diggersby. And like, even if we don't, I still have a Mantine and a Seismitoad. Diggersby's got nowhere to go against my team. But I would be pretty surprised if this knocks me out. It is a Fire Punch from a Diggersby of all things. Yeah, easy live, not even close to knocking us out. We have the full-on Ice Punch. +2, right? +2 Ice Punch. Oh my goodness, that's some pretty good damage. Oh, I didn't realize we survived that final move there. Anyway, we bring in Mantine, either force an Air Cutter out of him, or we get the Twister off. And if this knocks out, we won't even need our Seismitoad this game. If it doesn't, then I think they do have the Air Cutter, and they can force me to show my third. Please knock out. Yay! Seismitoad gets to take the day off. Oh my goodness, that is a terrible lead. I'm going to switch out instantly here. Wow, people are just, like, not doing fast moves anymore. They're just like, let me wait a turn to see what you're going to bring in. It's a smart play, but man, it's a try-hard play. I just want to point that out there. We'll go for a bait. We get the Rage Fist bait. Love to see that. And if they don't throw energy, I should get a second Rage Fist off. Oh. Or if they do throw energy, then I can actually shield this up, and I can get a full-on Ice Punch here. I'm kind of surprised they throw energy. I think they might not have known where my energy was at, but by giving me that extra sneak, now I get my second attack with Primeape. They should be able to knock them out or get that final shield from them. And once shields go down, Seismitoad generally is pretty good as like a sweeper. And with shields down as well, Mantine might be able to land a Water Pulse later on into that Stunfisk. Let's see what they're going to do. They do throw the move here right before I'm at my next attack. But I know at this point I should survive a Drill Peck pretty easily. And getting rid of a Furo for my Seismitoad also isn't a bad thing. Let's throw instantly here. It's not like residual energy is going to be that helpful. I can't build up enough to get to back-to-back moves without taking a second Drill Peck. But this should knock him out here. And now Seismitoad's going to come in against the Stunfisk if they do bring that in. And we'll see what's in the back. It is Stunfisk. Once again, they wait. But okay, we caught him lacking a little bit here. Their final Pokemon, Togekiss. Not an answer to Seismitoad. So getting that shield advantage with our Primeape was kind of huge. And man, I gotta say, I'm pretty happy they brought in the, what's it called? Into my guy. The Furo. They didn't have to bring in Furo at all into my Seismitoad, or my Primeape, rather. So that means that instead of getting, like, Furo on Seismitoad and Togekiss on Primeape, I got the better alignment. With that said, there is still that Stunfisk in the backline, and I honestly don't even know. Have they done a fast move on that thing yet today? If not, then I should be able to outpace here just straight up to Icy Winds. Have they done a fast move? We'll see. No, they've just been waiting. I don't think they've done a fast move just yet, so I get an Icy Wind off first. And that's pretty nice. We'll go for the Icy Wind as quick as we can. This should be able to get them down into range for the next one, with a bit more fast move pressure, should knock out. We'll catch a move if we can. It'd be really funny if this is a Mud Bomb. I'd be surprised if it was a Discharge, honestly. But either way, Mantine still has a lot of play in this matchup. They do Mud Bomb. That is so bad for them. Let's go. Wow. We actually caught it just for fun. Just for fun. And with that, oh, wow, a 5-0 set to start. You know, I didn't really know if this team was going to be, like, really good or just kind of good. Turns out, so far, it's been really good. 26-96. Let's keep it going. Mantine into Pelipper. Oh boy, okay, Battle of the Flying Water-type Pokemon. Best thing about this is my neutral charge attack into them is actually going to be a lot cheaper than theirs. With that said, Hurricane does hurt quite a bit. So, I don't know exactly how I want to play this out. My backline's pretty soft to Pelipper, so getting rid of this would not be bad. And do they even bait us here? They might not. I doubt they do. It's a Pelipper. Can they even afford to bait when it wouldn't even knock out Mantine? I don't think they can. Yeah, so we just shield a Hurricane. That's really nice. And we'll go for the Twister here before they get their next Hurricane. I think this should knock them out after the extra wing attack damage. Like, I saw the first Twister wouldn't two-shot, but extra wing attacks here should guarantee this is enough. Yeah, we get a shield. I could double shield and farm down, but I think that's not really worth it. I think I still actually survive this move, which would be pretty big if possible. Hurricane, yeah, not even close to knocking us out. We have our next Twister here. We can get the guaranteed knockout into Pelipper, and I don't know if they have something in the backline that I want to give a farm down to, or if I should just switch into Primeape once again. They do let that go. It's going to come in. It's Medicham. You know, this might be a crazy play, but I'm going to bring in my Primeape here, because I don't want to give a farm down over if I can help it. Super effective Rage Fist is still going to hurt quite a bit against Medicham. Man, Pelimedi. That's a cool team, I guess. But I think I fought someone like this yesterday. I'm trying to remember what the final Pokemon was. I'd imagine they Dynamic Punch here, but they could Ice Punch. It is Ice Punch. Oh, it's... I remember what's in the backline now. It is a Pokemon that I very much want to have an energy lead with my Seismitoad against in the backline. It would one-shot us with an Energy Ball, if that is the case. Oh, or we get the shield down. That is helpful. Okay. Well, this game's going to come down to if they instantly switch out here or not. We'll see. They don't. Okay, I think we're fine. I think that wins us the game, because we should just be able to outpace them now to an Earth Power. Yes, okay. Okay, for once in my life, I remembered a team, and it's going to help us out quite a bit here. Getting this Earth Power off should one-shot them, and if it doesn't, I can switch into Mantine just to guarantee we don't get one-shot ourselves. Down goes the Ninetales. Medicham's got nothing left. Let's go. All right, next opponent. Mantine into Galarian Corsola. What the heck? Okay. I don't necessarily love this Pokemon, but, I mean, maybe it's neutrally fine. I've never actually played this out, so we'll be finding out in real time here how this goes. They're at 5, so they do have access to a Power Gem or a Nightshade. I'd love to catch, like, a Power Gem on Seismitoad, but I don't know if they would let us. We'll try, but no, they do just overfarm. We do force some energy out of them anyway, so it's likely just going to be a Nightshade, but I should survive that. And maybe if I can get some shields down, at least they're closer to Rage Fist range for my Primeape. 8, 9. Whoa. 2. Wigglytuff comes in. I haven't seen one of these all season. I did kind of need to bait this out, though. My Primeape has not liked the look of this team so far. I'm not going to lie. 3, 4, 5. We'll go for the Earth Power now, because I want to guarantee either a lot of damage or maybe finally get his shield down this game. If I can get his shield down, we're in a better spot. But they let it go, so that's probably smart by them. They should be able to get a farm down into us. I don't want to let that happen, I guess, so I'm switching out. I'm going to save my Seismitoad as a catch attempt later on, potentially. But they will be able to Icy Wind us, which will mean now I'm going to do less damage with Mantine. But it should also mean that... I mean, I'm still in range where I can get my next Water Pulse in just a second. They throw energy. Is this just a Nightshade, though? I don't remember how much energy they were at, but I guess we'll see. Yeah, that's just a Nightshade. Okay. Can I get back-to-back Twister? I think I can. 3. I mean, if I get this Twister and the second one off, then potentially I can just get a shield or a knockout into them. And getting that final shield down, or well, not even final, getting a shield down here would probably be pretty good for us. And this game's really going to come down to what the final Pokemon is. Finally, we get a shield. And now Primeape is hopefully going to be able to put in some work here. We'll see. I don't know about that, though. So much fast move pressure on this team. I think I'm about to lose thanks to just nothing but fast move pressure and Primeape counters. Uh-oh. We almost get the one shot there, but yeah, they know at this point their way to win this game is straight up to go for fast move pressure and to always no-shield that first one. That is unfortunate. They got us, but, you know, not much I could have done. Next opponent, we gotta avoid the Wigglytuffs, I guess. I can't believe people are still using that thing. in this current season. What the heck? Grimmsnarl? Okay, I'm not going to stay in here. I know it's not an unplayable matchup, but I know I probably have a better time in the backline, so I'm going to switch. At least bait a close combat. Malamar comes in, ABA, weak to Wigglytuff. This guy has not ran into that other Wigglytuff user just yet. Anyway, we get a shield there with a bait. That's nice, I guess. And they throw energy. I'm going to shield this up. I think at this point, I should be able to bait another close combat. So that's what I'm going to do. If I get shields down, Grimmsnarl becomes a lot less useful. And even if I don't, just getting Malamar into farm down range is probably better for us. They go for the no shield, makes sense. And we get farmed down. They'll likely get a foul play now into Mantine. That's not going to hurt us too much, saying it's a non-shadow, rather. Okay. They come in instantly with the Grimmsnarl. I don't know how to feel about any of this. Foul play, that's gonna hurt. Oh, we do survive. I'm gonna go for the Water Pulse now. You know, there's this guy that I've seen running, like, Grimmsnarl or Morgrim recently with, like, a Molga in the backline. I don't know if that's gonna be the guy that we're fighting right now. But we'll see. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's just a pup if they throw it. I survive a power-up punch, believe it or not. And I have some energy here still in my Mantine. We'll see what they bring in. Yeah. Big live. I should have a Water Pulse, right? But I guess if this comes in, I just go for the Twister. Let's guarantee the knockout. And it's basically going to be a 1v1 in the backline with Seismitoad. If they shield this, honestly, I'd be pretty happy. They do, okay. The reason I'm happy with that... Okay, well, that's one reason I'd be happy with it, is Aegislash could be in the backline. We'll see if this is actually good for us, though. How much damage do I do with an Earth Power? Do I two-shot? They're at 12, so 5 away from back-to-back moves. If 2 Earth Powers just knock out, that's huge. If not, then I have to Icy Wind. Okay, well, that does so much damage. What the heck? Why does that do so much damage? I was not expecting Aegislash to get two-shot for some reason. I'm just, like, mentally conditioned to think that Pokemon's going to survive whatever you throw against it. But okay, Seismitoad, let's go. Alright, next battle. We'll be seeing Mantine into Clodsire. Okay. I don't hate this necessarily, because I think the Zero Shield matchup's pretty good for Mantine. At least pretty playable. But I have 2 things in the backline that also have super effective damage against them. Was that a CMP, actually? Hold on, that might be really good for us if it was. If so, I'm just going to switch instantly into Primeape, because now they're in range where even Primeape could deal with a Clodsire, so we'll let through this Stone Edge. We'll probably be down to about 30% HP after this. Oh, or they're on Sludge Bomb. I'm still going to switch, though. Okay, it's Simul Swap. I'll take that as well. Is that a Shadow Gator? I think it is. Kind of hard to tell sometimes. 7... These Shadow Claws are hurting quite a bit, but we should be in a very playable spot still. I'll throw my move now. 8. I could have thrown instantly. I honestly probably should have, but I didn't, because I wanted to, like, bait a bigger move, I guess. But they probably always let this go. Oh, they don't. Wow. 9, 10. So right now they're going to be at another Hydro Cannon, but I might be able to just shield a second time and farm this all the way down. Because now I'm double boosted. Alright. I mean, I'm definitely shielding this. Whether or not I can farm down will come down to if I can live, like, 2 Shadow Claws here. And I wouldn't mind being able to. Oh, okay. Well, I'm also just fine knocking out the Clodsire. But maybe I should have come in Seismitoad and just banked this energy. But honestly, I don't know if that would have been the right play. I'm still healthy enough on Mantine that I'm not that scared of the Feraligatr. And we don't know what's in the backline. Well, I guess we still won't know. They're out of here. Alright, okay. Alright, next game, Annihilape lead. Wow, well, that's a good lead matchup. Licky Licky, that's a good save swap, as long as I can hold on to Switch here. We'll see how they play it out. 4. Alright. Well, I'm always going to shield this move. If they ever just go for, like, a Body Slam here, I know I can survive that, but they did bait a Shadow Ball. And they actually just straight up threw a Shadow Ball. If I could speak English, that would make my life as a content creator so much easier. For some reason, they lagged there, so I'm going to abuse it and throw the Ice Punch on slightly suboptimal timing. And they do let that go. They go for a Body Slam now. I am so fine letting this go. Going for a full farm down and having a lot of Rage Fist energy for the Annihilape when it comes back in. That should just be a Body Slam, yep. And now, I think 2 more fast moves should knock him out. Do 2 counters knock us out? They might. If so, I am sad. Oh, man, I don't think they do. Oh, and there's a Tinkaton in the back line. Well, that sucks to be them, I guess. We have access to another Rage Fist here. I'm just going to bank it, though. Because at this point, Seismitoad should close out this game, just RPSing the Steel type. Like, what are they going to do to us? Bulldoze? I don't care. We'll go for the Icy Wind, just to make things as uncomfortable and annoying as possible. If I go straight Icy Wind, just the chip damage with Mud Shot and, Icy Wind as a whole will knock him out over time. They do call it, because I guess their one win condition is hoping that I do a stupid Icy Wind bait. But again, I think it just makes it so we survive. Oh my goodness, maybe we don't survive. Anyway, Mantine should still close this out. 5. What do you mean 5? That is a Bulldoze, I'm pretty sure. I can survive that. And the Switch Clock should be back up here in just a second, so keep that in mind. Sure is. So we're just going to keep on throwing Icy Winds to make everything as fun as possible. I mean, this game's been over for a while now. I'm surprised they're still playing it out. I still get knocked out by that counter. But the thing is, Mantine is probably one of the best counters in the entire game to Annihilape, right? I think is it not? Or am I just crazy? I think it is. And I have a Rage Fist loaded in the backline too, so I don't really know what they're supposed to be doing here. And I also do technically wall them with the Tinkaton on my Mantine. Although when I say wall, it's not as confident as you'd think. They do shield that, so we'll just go for the combo play here. Rage Fist should knock him out. And then Tinkaton, while there is a little bit of HP left over on it, they're nowhere near the energy they'd need to be to knock out my Mantine, as well as to be able to knock out my shield that I have as well. And even just these Karate Chops are going to add up. Should I Twister them? They're making me play this out. I'm going to Twister them. I guess I am not going to Twister them. Whatever, we'll take it still. Oh my goodness, that's a 4-1 set. If it weren't for that freaking Wigglytuff Corsola guy, that would have been back-to-back 5-0s with this team. But that gets us all the way up to 27-36. That's over 100 points climbed just with this lineup. Man, Shadow Primeape, you just give it a little bit of wiggle room, and it's able to steamroll through teams. It's so much fun to use, and I think this team was able to complement it pretty well. Give it a go if you have it. But yeah, thank you for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.